Okay, we're over at Zach's at Only Motorsports. They just got a vapor honing machine, which if you guys have never seen a vapor honing machine, this takes aluminum. Can you do steel in it too?
You steel, anything.
Yeah.
Copper, brass.
But aluminum, it will actually polish it, whereas if you go to sandblast a piece of aluminum, it turns gray and looks terrible and whatever. But here's what the intake looks like. It's an old used small block intake that I've got, and we're going to show you what it looks like to polish a little bit of it up on this ridiculously probably expensive machine with built-in Ford lifters and everything. And the cool thing about it is it does give you the impression of driving a cargo ship.
No chemical, just black bead and water and oil.
These guys have got this pickup truck for sale over here. We like cars and we like going fast. These guys like going ridiculously fast. This truck ran a 10.0 at Vandermeer, 5,000 feet, a 5,000 foot elevation drag strip. As you can see, it's a pretty clean truck. Zoom in under there a little bit. It looks very similar to the QA1 setup we put on the 88. And yes, it's getting a cowl hood. Don't laugh. 572 cubic inches. Got a 100 shot of nitrous, but it's made. You can put a 200 shot on it, but it ran 10.0 with a 100 shot. And this truck is for sale. If any of you guys out there got $28,000, he's got that in the motor. But 28 grand buys this truck, and it's completely. You can drive it on the street. If you want to. But it's a pretty nice truck. If I had 28 grand, it would be sitting over at Bennett's Hot Rods right now. But they do a lot of LS stuff over here. Like the twin whistle snail motor that I believe goes in this Nova over there. Nova. Speaking of Novas, come over here and take a look at this. So when people talk about LS swaps, the thing that has always come into my mind is the redneck with a pickup truck that wants to put an LS in his truck. That's an LS swap right there. Little bit different than your average LS swap.
Now, this one's for sale too, isn't it?
What's that?
Isn't this one for sale too?
This car is also for sale. Yeah. I'll have to ask Zach what they want on this car, but it's a lot. And they got the Dynacom, the hub dyno over here, so we get to hear these cars singing. We're over there working at our shop. All of a sudden, we're dropping tools and running across the street to see what they're doing to pull with. This car makes over 800 horsepower. Pretty killer rides they got over here. If you want any kind of tuning done and you're in the area or you want to ship your car here, they do all the tuning. They're going to tune the Super B. They're going to tune my truck. These guys are top notch with the highly technical end of all of this stuff, whereas we make nice cars go fast. They make nice cars go really, really fast. But that's it, and it's only Motorsports. You can find them on YouTube, and like and subscribe to our channel, and we'll keep showing you some cool stuff that we're doing with these guys because we keep bouncing back and forth. They help us out, we help them out. My drag truck, I needed some race fuel for it. They happen to have 5 gallons of C13, so I got 5 gallons of C13 over there. So we're gonna show you some more pretty cool stuff in the back here. That is, if the light's on, I don't know how to do that. Oh, probably like that.
They have a lot of stuff.
Like that. And this. This is an LS powered Subaru. Okay? So everybody can swap whatever they want to swap, but an LS powered Subaru, you got my vote on that one.
Hang on, it's a little bit more than that.
Well, yeah.
Look at the way they have their headers turned.
Well, it's a twin turbo LS swap Subaru. If it's up here, it's got a minimum of 1 turbo on it. A minimum. It's kind of a requirement. Jesse, my granddaughter's husband, just bought a Coyote-powered Mustang and wants to do some performance stuff to it. Well, here you go, but you're going to have to spend a little bit of money because that's how it works. How about this? A Coyote-powered, slammed bump side Ford truck. So they've got some stuff over here. This is not a lot of budgetary constraints going on with the builds on these cars. It's like if you build it, they'll buy it. Somebody's gonna buy it. But this one is obviously being drag carred. There's zero inside it anymore. This truck right here, we can't get around to the front, but this belongs to Jeremy, the owner of Only Motorsports, and this is ridiculous. We got a Corvette over there, also kind of it got a little wonky, a little bit wiped out, and that's probably why. Say it's probably a little nose heavy, but who knows? But it got into the wall, tore it up. That's racing. That's what happens. So get a shot of that truck from this angle. Not a fan of the Denny's Super Slam, but I understand it's people liking it. These guys do a lot of rescues too. This is from a very local shop that did some work on this car, and it ended up costing them a motor. This is not how you do this sort of thing. You don't use a bunch of hose clamps on it. But this one had some faulty mechanical work done on it, ended up costing them a motor. This is, I'm not sure the exact noise it made, but I know you don't want to hear that from inside your car. But it was supposed to be repaired somewhere, and it was not repaired. I believe it's the same thing that took place on this car. But it's not only body shops that do shoddy work, it's mechanic shops too. And ones that say they're into performance aren't nearly as into performance as these guys are. So if you need something done, Only Motorsports in Mount Juliet. They even have a big ass fan. I've never seen one in real life, but that's a big ass fan.
Show the top of that piston again.
So that's the before and the after. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
It doesn't eat into the aluminum.
No.
Yeah, it doesn't take any material off at all. And the coarser you go with the material, of course, you got to kind of fine tune what you can put in the machine and what you can't put in the
Yeah, because
machine.
they said there's a certain volume you want
percentage
for how much water.
Right.
We've got to get one of the measuring cups for it, but
Yep.
yeah, you can add more material and actually makes it work.
For $450, they didn't include a measuring cup.
No measuring cup.
Wow. Hobo freight.
It was
But yeah.
probably a 5-digit number.
I would imagine it was well into the 5-digit numbers. These guys don't play. They do, but they got really cool toys. Boom, done.
Basically.
That fast.
And that's carbon buildup from a race
Oh.
piston.
Wow, that
Yeah,
did knock it off
that
real fast.
Kind of neat. You guys saw how long that took. I mean, it took me longer to put the gloves on than it did to clean that part.
Yeah.
So this is technically what it's made for, is this kind of stuff.
Yeah, pretty much surface preparation. If we get a rougher media, which the media to change it out is actually fairly simple. There's a pan down there. You spray everything into it. You put your new media in, put the water back in.
Done.
Yeah, but you can prep stuff for powder coating. You just need like a rougher abrasive. But yeah, we'll take like our race engines that the heads are, they start building up the coking and everything, and you can clean them off in 10 minutes. Reassemble it back together.
Much better than a parts washer.
Do you want to plug your channel?
Only Motorsports. We're on YouTube, probably Instagram, Facebook.
We do all that stuff too.
Oh yeah.
But we mention every time we do something, we hear something, we're over there doing a video, and all of a sudden you hear, wow! That's them over there. So,
Yep.
but yeah, they got some cool equipment. I have a air compressor.
Also, what were you trying to sell this one for?
That one, the customer's wanting 55,000 for it.
55.
Which, mind you, is probably a deal. And that's 800 plus.
Easily on 6 pounds, it made 700.
On 6 pounds.
And that's very conservative too, and he didn't want any more power.
Right.
You can drive it from here to LA if you want.
That one you can too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got a rumble to it, but you
Yeah.
can drive it. Well, I'll tell you what, if he wants to just put that up until I come up with 28 grand, I'll take it. I don't know when that'll be.